Good evening, and welcome to our special report on a tragic event that unfolded today in Uppsala, Sweden. On April 29, 2025, a mass shooting at Vaksala Square in the heart of this historic city claimed the lives of 3 individuals and left several others injured. The incident, occurring in a bustling public plaza, has prompted a massive police response and left the nation grappling with shock and grief. This report provides a detailed account of the events, the response, and the broader context of this devastating act of violence. The shooting took place at Vaksala Square, a central public space in Uppsala, approximately 70 kilometers north of Stockholm. At approximately 8 p.m. local time, police received multiple emergency calls reporting loud bangs in Vaksala Square. Initial reports described the sounds as resembling gunfire, prompting an immediate response from law enforcement. Witnesses at the scene confirmed that a shooting had taken place, with several individuals sustaining injuries consistent with gunshot wounds. By 10 p.m., Swedish police confirmed that 3 people had been killed, and the incident was being investigated as a murder case. The exact number of injured individuals remains unconfirmed, but early reports suggest at least 5 to 6 shots were fired, indicating multiple victims. The perpetrator, whose identity has not been disclosed by authorities, fled the scene on a rented electric scooter. This detail, reported consistently across accounts, suggests a degree of premeditation in the suspect's escape plan. No information is available regarding the suspect's age, gender, background, or motives. The type of firearm used in the attack has not been specified, though the nature of the injuries and witness descriptions of rapid gunfire point to a high-capacity weapon. As of this broadcast, the suspect remains at large, and a large-scale manhunt is underway across Uppsala and surrounding areas. The police response was swift and extensive. Within minutes of the initial calls, officers arrived at Vaksala Square, establishing a perimeter to secure the scene. A large area around the square, including nearby streets such as Hjalmar Brantingsgatan, was cordoned off to facilitate evidence collection and ensure public safety. A police helicopter was deployed, circling overhead to provide aerial surveillance and assist in tracking the suspect. Dozens of officers, including heavily armed units, were mobilized, with regional and possibly national support reinforcing local efforts. Train traffic in the vicinity was briefly halted, and residents were advised to avoid central Uppsala to minimize risks and reduce congestion. Emergency medical services were dispatched promptly to treat the injured. Paramedics provided on-site care, and victims with gunshot wounds were transported to Uppsala University Hospital, a major medical facility in the city. No specific details have been released about the number of hospitalizations or the severity of injuries, but the hospital is equipped to handle trauma cases and likely prioritized critical patients. The rapid medical response underscores the city's preparedness for emergencies, though the scale of the incident has strained local resources. No motive has been established for the shooting. Authorities have not indicated whether the incident is linked to terrorism, gang activity, personal disputes, or other factors. The absence of a claimed motive or ideological markers distinguishes this event from other high-profile attacks, though the investigation remains open to all possibilities. The suspect's flight from the scene suggests an intent to evade capture, but no connections to organized crime or extremist groups have been reported. Digital forensics, including analysis of the suspect's online activity, may provide clues in the coming days. The Uppsala shooting occurs against the backdrop of rising gun violence in Sweden, a nation with a historically low crime rate but increasing challenges with firearms. In 2024, Sweden recorded 296 shootings, resulting in 44 deaths and 66 injuries, primarily linked to gang activity in urban areas like Stockholm, Malmö, and Gothenburg. While most incidents are tied to organized crime, the Uppsala shooting appears distinct, given its public setting and lack of gang-related indicators. The incident follows the tragic Örebro mass shooting on February 4, 2025, where 11 people, including the perpetrator, were killed at an adult education center. That event, described as Sweden's worst mass shooting, prompted nationwide mourning and policy debates, which are likely to resurface in response to Uppsala. Sweden has one of Europe's highest rates of legal gun ownership, with approximately 2.3 million firearms held by civilians, or 23 guns per 100 people. Strict regulations govern licensing, requiring demonstrated need, such as hunting or sport shooting, and secure storage. However, legal weapons have been used in high-profile incidents, including Örebro, where the shooter legally owned 4 firearms. Illegal firearms, often smuggled into the country, also fuel gang-related violence, though their role in the Uppsala shooting is unclear. The government has proposed tightening gun laws, including restrictions on semi-automatic rifles and enhanced vetting for licenses, measures that may gain urgency after this incident. The shooting has disrupted Uppsala's sense of safety, particularly in its vibrant city center. Vaksala Square's role as a communal space amplifies the incident's impact, as residents associate the area with daily life and social interaction. Local businesses, including restaurants and shops, face temporary closures due to police cordons, affecting the area's economy. Public transport disruptions, including halted train services, have compounded challenges for commuters. The ongoing manhunt adds to public unease, with residents urged to remain vigilant until the suspect is apprehended. National leaders have yet to issue formal statements, likely due to the incident's recency and the priority of operational responses. In the Örebro shooting, Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson addressed the nation, calling it a dark day and emphasizing unity. A similar response may follow, potentially accompanied by calls for enhanced security and legislative action. Uppsala's municipal authorities, including Mayor Erik Pelling, are likely coordinating with police to manage the crisis, though no public comments have been reported. The absence of immediate political statements reflects the focus on resolving the immediate threat posed by the fugitive suspect. Community reactions, while not fully documented due to the timing, indicate shock and fear. The incident's proximity to Uppsala University, a global academic hub, may resonate with the city's large student population, including international scholars. The open nature of Vaksala Square, accessible to all, underscores the vulnerability of public spaces to such attacks. Memorials or vigils, common after tragedies like Örebro, have not yet emerged, likely due to ongoing security concerns and the need to prioritize police operations. The Uppsala shooting raises questions about public safety in Sweden's urban centers. The Örebro incident led to a 300 million kronor investment in school security and proposed measures like school bag searches, set to take effect in July 2025. While those reforms targeted educational settings, the Uppsala attack highlights the need for broader protections in public spaces. Increased CCTV, rapid response patrols, and community policing could deter future incidents, though balancing security with Sweden's open society remains a challenge. The suspect's use of a rented electric scooter also points to emerging risks in urban mobility, potentially prompting regulations on rental services to prevent misuse. As the investigation progresses, authorities will focus on identifying the suspect and determining the motive. The public's role in providing tips and footage will be critical, given Vaksala Square's high visibility. The incident's resolution hinges on swift police action, supported by Uppsala's robust infrastructure and community resilience. The nation watches closely, mourning the loss of life and seeking answers to prevent such tragedies in the future. We will continue to follow this story and provide updates as new information emerges. Our thoughts are with the victims, their families, and the Uppsala community during this difficult time. Thank you for joining us on Global Reports. I'm Josh, and good night.